G'day golfers, Glen at Aussie Golf Pros, and I'm at the Monash Country Club. Behind me is the 7th green. Now I've chosen this green because it's quite steep, there's quite a bit of break on it. Why? Well, I want to show you that you've been reading your putts wrongly. Well, I don't like to use the word wrongly, let's say poorly, for your whole golfing life. Yes, that's right, for your whole life. If you're having more than 30 putts around, then you're not reading the greens very well at all. And 90% of putts finish on the low side. We call that the amateur side. We professionals, we call the low side the amateur side. And I'm going to show you why. I wonder how you'd read this green. Well, if you're like most golfers, then you're going to underread the putt. About 90% of putts finish on the low side. And typically this is what's going to happen. I'm not going to hit this with my putter, I'm just going to roll the golf ball along my tour sticks here. And this is what most golfers would do. Pick a spot there, it's a right to left putt, about 25 feet. And they give it about 4 feet of break, and that's what they'll do. They'll finish on that low side. Now the ball's running away from the hole. No chance of going in. Great chance of 3-putting because especially on quick greens, you miss a lot on the low side, the ball's rolling away from the hole. You can easily leave yourself 6, 7, 8 feet for your second putt. You've been doing this wrongly. Now you know the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And even though you know these greens, you know the greens that you putt on, you play them every week, you still make this mistake. That's insanity. Let's break that cycle and work out what you've been doing wrongly. So let's do that again. Same line there. Now watch the ball, and it's already breaking. It's already breaking. The first 2 or 3 feet of the putt, missed on the low side again. That's what you're not visualizing. What a lot of people do is that they pick their apex point and they aim for it, expecting the ball to roll straight. I know you're not thinking that, but that's what's going on in your subconscious mind. You pick that apex, you aim for it, and you expect it to go straight there and then curve in the last sort of quarter or third of the putt. Putts don't do that. Putts begin to break as soon as they've left the putter. And we saw there by that imagery that we've got there of the golf balls that the putt is breaking as soon as it leaves the sticks here. And that's what you're not visualizing. We've got to visualize the putt breaking straight away, especially on these longer putts. Maybe it doesn't happen, you probably don't underread your 5-footers and your 4-footers, but the further away you get from the hole, the more you're underreading your putts. Now here's the other thing that you're probably not visualizing. What part of the hole do we want the ball to go in? Now we saw that those balls were running across quite a big break on this green. So the ball was running across the hole as it came through here. So that means that we need to get the ball running in the side of the hole. Are you visualizing that? No, you're not. If you've not thought about it, then you're visualizing the ball going in the front of the hole. That means you're underreading the putt. You're trying to get the ball to go in the low half of the hole, and that doesn't work. Let's break the cycle of insanity and start to read our putts from the putter and going in the side of the hole. And that way we've got a chance of reading the full amount of break in your putts, be that 10% that reads the putts better and beat your mates on the greens. So what we really need to do is aim a bit higher, up here, and we can see that now we're starting to read the putt. Oof, nearly. Right, so we need to use a couple of drills that are really going to help us to visualize this. Number one is, let's get a target point that's actually spot on, which is just here. So we put a tee in the ground. Now let's bring the putter. Where was that point? So our leading point was there. And what we want to do is obviously aim for that tee. you're not going to be able to hit it to that tee. This is what you're going to do. You're going to aim for that tee, and because it's right to left, you're going to push it up the hill. Start it right at the tee, and now you finish higher the hole. I guarantee you that's what you're going to do. Try it. Give yourself a 25-foot breaking putt. Has to be quite a bit of break on it. Put a tee there, work out what your starting point should be using the sticks, and then try to aim for that tee. That's exactly what you're going to do. And if it's left to right, you'll pull the putt. Guaranteed. Try it. Because you've been doing this wrongly for so long, you've got used to pulling and pushing your putts for right to left and left to right putts. Let's break that cycle. So, try that drill a few times. Actually aiming for the tee. Rather than pushing it, let's get it starting to the tee. Don't think I've hit that hard enough, but I've got the line right. See, I've started at the tee, and I'm next to the hole, just a little bit soft. Just do that a few times and get used to actually starting the ball at your target. I'm going to hold one of these sooner or later, and get used to actually hitting the ball on the intended line, rather than right to left putts, pushing it for a right-hander, and then left to right putts. If the putt's breaking this way, stop pulling across it and actually read the putt correctly. Let's break the cycle. There's another drill that we can use to help you to get the idea of starting the ball on line, and that's the gate drill. Couple of tees. Now we don't want that too wide. A few centimeters. This might take a little bit of adjustment to get in the right spot. And go a little closer to the tees. I've got 2 feet there. If it's too far away, remember the putt is breaking straight away. A little soft, but got the right line there. If the tee's too far away, then because the putt is breaking early, it's going to hit the low tee. So just a couple of feet, that's all, maybe even just a little less than that. I finally, but now I'm starting to read the putt correctly. I'm starting to see the hole break, and I'm starting the ball on the intended line rather than manipulating the putter and starting the ball on a different line just because you didn't read enough into the putt to start with. So what's simpler, reading the putt correctly and reading all of the break and just having 1 putting stroke, or under reading your putts and having 3 putting strokes? Your normal putting stroke for straight putts, right to left putts for a right-hander, you push, and then left to right putts for a right-hander, you pull. Your decision. I know which one I'm going to stick with, and I know that you can improve your putting if you can improve your green reading and break that cycle of insanity. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please click the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to simplify your game and have a little bit or a lot more understanding of your golf. Are you the best golfer you can be?